Hi, I'm Dolores Champagne, and I teach yoga and qigong and some tai chi here at the Slater Center. And I'd like to lead you through about a 15-minute practice today doing some qigong movements. Qigong literally means skill with energy. And we're going to focus today on the lungs, our immune system, and our guardian qi. So the lungs in Chinese medicine are the whole system. It's not just our lungs, but it's the whole process of breathing. So it's sinuses to trachea to bronchial tubes to alveoli to diaphragm. So it's the whole process, which is a good thing to strengthen right now. And then we're going to work on our immune system with some movements for both legs and arms. And then lastly, we'll do a calming breathing practice that will help with our guardian qi. The guardian qi is the space around us that sort of protects us from environmental toxins. It's not like it's going to build a wall, but it will help to strengthen our immune system and to help us to weather things that come our way. So we're going to begin. You can stand or sit, feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting with your hands just resting on your knees. And this is called Sung breathing, and it's just a way to begin to relax. It's oftentimes the beginning of a meditation practice. I'm not going to go into that, but what I would like for you to do or to get from this is that we can use our breath to calm our thoughts and to create a more harmonious connection between our mind, body, and spirit. So we'll start out, like I said, either standing or sitting. Close your eyes. And just allow your breathing to settle into an easy, natural rhythm. Don't worry about how long your breath is, whether you're doing it right or anything like that. Just breathe. Then after a few minutes, you'll notice that your breathing begins to slow a little bit, begins to calm down, and that's when you're ready to start paying attention. So what you want to do then is to just be aware of what you feel in your nose as you breathe. So ideally, you're breathing just through your nose, not through your mouth. But don't make that difficult. So if you need to breathe through your mouth, by all means. But you want to pay attention to what it feels like as it goes through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs. How does your chest move? Does your rib cage move? How does your belly move? So those are all different parts to the puzzle. So it's not like you're going to pay attention to all of that at once. You're going to take a few breaths, focus on your nose. Take a few breaths, focus on your throat. Take a few breaths. So you can move through that. Don't worry about your thoughts. Don't worry about trying to control your thoughts or empty your mind. It's our brain's job. It's our mind's job to be busy. Okay, so it's going to come up with all kinds of things. So you can just ignore that. And when you find that you have gotten caught up in a little story, just come back to your breath. It's no big deal. So, and you can practice this any time of the day, as often during the day as you like. Okay, so a couple more breaths, just paying attention. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. And now our first movement, which is holding up the sky with both palms. And we're going to bring our hands up the center line, interlace your fingers, turn your palms out, and push up. Keep your elbows slightly bent, but you can kind of press. They don't have to be all the way over your head. Don't bring them behind your head. It's okay if they're in front of your head. Whatever about 2/3 of your maximum is. Okay, then we're going to release. We're going to stretch over to one side, come back up, stretch over to the other side, come back up, and then release, bringing our arms down. And at shoulder level, we're going to flip them over, facing the earth. Okay, that's the arm movement. You can continue doing that sitting down, or you can do it standing up. Okay. So if you want to do that standing, what you'll do is come into what's called a Wuji stance. And you want your knees to be approximately below your hip bones so that your legs come straight out of the hip joint. Your second toe points straight ahead, and you're going to bend your knees just a little bit, not real deeply, but definitely not locked. Okay, so just a soft little micro bend to your knees. Okay, now our legs are what's going to power this movement. So as we bring our hands up, we're going to push into our legs, pushing them towards straight. Interlace our fingers, turn our palms out, stretch up, and bring our weight forward towards the balls of our feet. Then we're going to come back into our heels. We're going to stretch sideways, extending out through the top of our head. Come back up. Keep extending so that you're not just kind of falling over, but you're actively extending outward. Come back up. Release. Turn over at shoulder level. Bend your knees to bring your arms down. Okay? So we come up to chest level, interlace or not. That's up to you. Might feel better to not have that bind. Shift back. Shift over. Stretching out through the top of your head. And then release, letting your legs power the arms. Okay? Now, once you get comfortable with that movement, add the breath to it. Inhaling, bring your hands up. Interlace or not, that's up to you. Exhale, arms up, shift your weight towards the balls of your feet. Inhale back into your heels. Exhale, stretch over, extending out through your arms, out through the top of your head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, stretch over. Inhale, come up. Release. Begin to bend your knees. Flip your hands over. Exhaling. Okay, there we go. So that works on the lung system. The next one we're going to do is called constant bear, and this works on our immune response by working on the lymph nodes in our inguinal ligament. This one that we just did also works on the lymph nodes in our armpits. Okay, so in constant bear, we want to be a little bit wider with our feet, so we're going to take our feet under the outer hip. Same things though. Second toe points straight ahead, knees bend a little, they rotate out from the hips slightly. Your low back releases, letting your tailbone drop, shoulders are relaxed. A little more detail for this is as if you had a chicken egg under your armpits and you want to hold it there. You don't want them to drop, but you don't want to crush them. Okay, so imagine what that would be like. Somewhere in here, and then extend up through the crown of your head like your head is a helium balloon floating upward. So you have a nice stretch to your spine. Big heavy dinosaur's tail dropping down, helium balloon floating up. Okay, constant bear is a lower body movement. So we're going to push into our, let's start on your right. We're going to push into our right leg, and as that leg begins to straighten, the left leg is going to begin to bend. Okay. Then push into the left and shift your weight over to the right. Now you want to try to keep this transition from side to side as smooth as possible so that it's not up and down, up and down. So as one leg pushes, you want to think about keeping that leg rolled outward as your weight goes to the other side. Push and shift. Now you can practice just that until you get the hang of the smooth transition. And then when you're ready, add the turn. So the turn is towards the leg that is taking the weight, but you want to keep thinking about pushing the other foot in so that that leg doesn't collapse. Okay? So we push onto the right, turn left, and we get a little fold. Can you see right here where this is folding in? That's what you want. You want to kind of squeeze those lymph nodes in that inguinal groove. Now I'm going to push into the right, turn into that fold on the left, my right and left. We do both sides, so it doesn't matter. You can start on either side. But you want to think about all of those things once you get the movement comfortable. So you're pushing, keeping the legs turned out, tailbone down, crown of the head up. And this is constant bear. It's like a bear walking through water. Okay. All right, so that works most primarily on our immune response. Now, the next one that we're going to do is a combination of that constant bear and arm movement. So here's the arm movement. We're going to take our right hand and turn and reach out to the left. Then we're going to circle our body. So we're going to turn, moving our body, but the arm stays where it was. Then we're going to circle, bring it up. Now, as I push into my left foot and move myself to my right, my left hand is going to go out away from me. Okay? Then I'm going to bring it in, and that's one complete revolution. So I'm going to push with my constant bear over, circle this hand back, up, and then as I push into that leg, and then here we are again. Okay, so I will talk through this from your side. So you are on your right hand is out to the left. You're going to push into your left foot and move yourself to the right, turning your body. Then bring that right hand up and over. Now, as we push into our right foot, we're going to reach that right arm behind us, bring it in, and there we are. Okay. And again, this is powered from the legs, but you are welcome to just do the arm movement. Okay. So right side, my right side, your left. Bring that left arm across. Turn it out. Circle it above. Reach the arm back as you go the other way. Bring it in and reach. One movement. Push and turn. Bring it up. Push, turn away from it. Bring it around. One more time. Good. Okay, our last thing is for our guardian chi, and this is called standing qigong. You can choose either that wuji stance with your feet under your hips or the goat stance with your feet outer hips, whatever is more comfortable. We're going to bring our arms up either in front of your lower belly, below the navel, like you're hugging a big tree. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows are relaxed, fingers are relaxed. You can bring it to heart level if you want, or somewhere in the middle, solar plexus. If you get tired, relax your arms down, no problem. And then just kind of soften your eyes, set up your body in your correct position, knees slightly bent, hips rolled out, tailbone down, head floating up, and let your tongue touch the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. And then just gaze off into the distance as if you were standing on the beach looking out over the ocean, far, far into the distance. Let your breath come easily through the nose, mouth if you need to. You can let your eyes close if you feel steady. And imagine the breath coming up through your legs to your belly and sinking back down from your belly into the earth. Do that for a few breaths. And then imagine energy from the sun and the moon and the stars coming down through the top of your head as you inhale, coming to your lower abdomen. And as you exhale, it sinks down through your legs into the earth. Inhale, fills your belly. You can see it glowing. You might feel some heat. Exhale, keep some of that heat and that glowing light in your belly, and let the rest sink down and connect you to the earth. And when you're finished, nourish the chi. Relax your arms. Thank you for playing. I hope you enjoy it. Be well.